Thank you. My name is Dorit, and I will present this presentation titled Generative AI as a Cognitive Partner for People with Disability. So let's start. Before we dive into our topic, I'd like to share a personal challenge with you. As a native Hebrew speaker, presenting this idea in English is not always easy for me. Often I find myself struggling to express my thought as clearly as I would in my mother tongue. This language barrier can sometimes be discouraging, making me hesitate to participate fully in discussion and share my ideas. I'm sharing this personal story because it relates directly to our topic today. Many students in special education face similar challenges every day. They have rich inner world, complex thoughts, and valuable ideas. But like me with my second language, they sometimes struggle to communicate this effectively to others. This is where AI, particularly generative AI, come into play. Imagine if there was a tool that could bridge this gap, not just for a language barrier, but for the various communication challenges faced by students with cognitive disability. A tool that could help translate their inner world into form others can understand and vice versa. This is what I'll be exploring today in this presentation. How generative AI can act as a cognitive partner in special education, helping to break down barriers and open up new possibilities for learning and communication. In today's presentation, I won't just be talking about how AI can assist in communication and learning. I'll be demonstrating it as well. To help me express myself more clearly and effectively, I've created an AI avatars that will present part of this lecture. These avatars serve as a practical example of how AI can act as a cognitive partner, helping to bridge communication gaps. Let me introduce you to my AI assistant.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here. My name is Dorit Premium, and I'm an avatar helping Dorit present her ideas in more fluent English.
This avatar will present my idea in fluent and clear English, like she said, allowing me to focus on the context rather than how I express it. Interestingly, this avatar is also fluent in Italian.
Ciao a tutti, sono felice di essere qui. Mi chiamo Dorit Premium e sono un avatar che aiuta Dorit a presentare le sue idee in un italiano più fluente.
The inspiration for this demonstration comes from one of my students with dyslexia, who struggled to verbally express her thoughts. Her description of working with avatars last semester was profound, and I quote, "I finally feel like I'm on a level playing field." So let's begin by exploring the three key areas where AI can serve as a cognitive partner in special education. The first area where AI can serve as a cognitive partner is translating and making accessible the inner world of students with cognitive disability. To demonstrate this, I'll present a recent study I conduct with my colleague. You can see it's here. My avatar will explain the finding and the implication.
Thank you, Dorit. Our research examined ChatGPT's ability to identify and describe emotions in complex social situations. We used the LEAS, Levels of Emotional Awareness Scale, a validated and widely accepted tool for measuring emotional awareness. Our findings were surprising. ChatGPT demonstrated significantly higher performance than the general population across all scales of the test. Moreover, after 1 month, ChatGPT's performance improved even further, nearly reaching the maximum possible score on the test. The implications of these findings for special education are profound. Many students in special education face significant challenges in understanding emotions and navigating social interactions. These difficulties can lead to loneliness, frustration, and considerable suffering. With the capabilities demonstrated by ChatGPT, we can envision a tool that could assist these students in several ways. 1. As an emotional translator, ChatGPT could help students better understand their own emotions and those of others in complex social situations. 2. As a learning tool, ChatGPT could be used to create personalized social scenarios and help students practice identifying and understanding emotions. 3. As an advisor, students could consult ChatGPT about challenging social situations and receive explanations about others' emotions and motivations. Our research highlights the immense potential of artificial intelligence in supporting special education students, especially in the socio-emotional domain that is so critical to their development and well-being.
Let's move to the second area where AI can serve as a cognitive partner, facilitating bidirectional communication and understanding of other emotion. I'd like to share another study we conduct that demonstrate AI potential in this area. My avatar will explain the finding and their implication for special education.
Thank you, Dorrit. Our research examined the ability of AI systems to recognize emotions from visual cues, specifically using the Reading the Mind and the ICE, RME, test. This test, which involves identifying emotions based on images of eye expressions, is often used to identify children with communication difficulties and autism. Our findings were remarkable. AI systems performed on par with humans in recognizing emotions from these visual cues. This ability complements the textual emotional awareness we discussed earlier, showing that AI can potentially understand and interpret emotions not just from written content, but also from visual information. The implications for special education are significant. 1. Teaching tool. AI systems could be used to create personalized exercises to help children practice identifying emotions from facial expressions. This is a crucial skill for social interaction that many children with autism or communication difficulties struggle with. 2. Real-time support. In social situations, children could potentially consult an AI system to help them interpret the emotional states of others, much like asking a trusted adult for guidance. 3. Customized learning. By understanding a child's specific challenges in emotion recognition, AI could help create tailored learning plans to address these areas. It's important to note that the goal isn't to replace human interaction or emotional learning, but to provide additional tools and support. These AI systems could act as a cognitive co-pilot, helping children navigate the complex world of emotions and social cues. For example, a child struggling to understand why a classmate is upset could use an AI tool to analyze a photo or video of the situation. The AI could explain the emotional cues it detects, helping the child learn to recognize these signs independently over time. In conclusion, this research demonstrates that AI has the potential to be a powerful tool in helping children with special needs understand and navigate the emotional aspects of social interaction, complementing and enhancing traditional educational approaches.
Now let's move to the third area where AI can serve as a cognitive partner, making the educational environment more accessible. To demonstrate this, I'll prepare a short video showing how an AI tool can assist in understanding complex educational material. This picture was taken last year by my 14-year-old son. At the end of math class, it shows a board and everything the teacher wrote during the lesson. My son wasn't in class that day. He arrived just as it ended, and the teacher didn't have time to sit with him to go over the material. When my son got home, he was anxious and worried about how he would catch up on the lesson. I want to show you what I did when my son got home. I took the picture and uploaded it, as you can see in here, to ChatGPT. As you can see in here, I asked the chatbot to explain what was written on the board in the photo. As you can see, ChatGPT provides a detailed explanation. The lesson was about probability, specifically the probability of getting a certain result when rolling a die. The explanation ChatGPT gave was accurate, but it was in mathematical language that my son found hard to understand. So, I asked ChatGPT to explain it again, but this time in simple language suitable for a 10-year-old. Here you can see a clear and accessible explanation, written in a plain and understandable term. Next, we asked ChatGPT to generate additional questions on the topic to ensure that the material was understood. After the practice, we asked ChatGPT to provide feedback, explaining where the mistakes were and what needed to be corrected. In this simple and intuitive way, we use artificial intelligence to make the learning environment more accessible.
Thank you, Dorit, for that fascinating demonstration. What we've seen here illustrates the immense potential of artificial intelligence in making complex information accessible to students in special education. Let's break down some key points. 1. Simplifying complex concepts. As we saw, AI can take complex concepts and explain them in simple, clear language. This can help students with learning difficulties or information processing challenges to better understand the material being taught. 2. Personalization. The system can adapt explanations to each student's level of understanding and learning style. This capability is critical in special education, where each student has unique needs. 3. Real-time support. Students can use such a tool during class or while doing homework, giving them immediate support when they encounter difficulties. 4. Reducing frustration. For many students in special education, difficulty in understanding educational material can lead to frustration and decreased motivation. A tool like this can help reduce these feelings and boost their self-confidence. 5. Supporting teachers. Not only students can benefit from such a tool, teachers can use it to generate personalized explanations or create more accessible learning materials. 6. Expanding accessibility. Tools like this can help make complex subjects more accessible to students who previously struggled greatly with them. Ultimately, the potential here is to make the educational environment more accessible to all students, thereby promoting true equal opportunities in education.
Now that we have explored the 3 key areas, let's summarize the potential of AI as a cognitive partner in special education. The first area is translating and making accessible the inner world of students with cognitive disability. The second area is facilitating bidirectional communication and understanding of other emotion. And the third area is making the educational environment more accessible. We are talking about co-pilot that go with the student, walk with the student, stand behind him, in front of him, and work with him as a cognitive partner to help him understand the environment and be part of the environment. This cognitive co-pilot can potentially enhance self-understanding and expression, improve social interaction and emotional recognition, and make complex educational content more accessible. By doing so, AI can help level the playing field, providing students with special needs the tool to navigate academic and social environment more effectively. This approach doesn't aim to fix the individual, but to create a more inclusive and accessible environment that accommodates diverse needs and abilities. As we consider the implication of AI in special education, It's crucial to address ethical consideration and ensure responsible development.
Indeed, the ethical implications of AI in special education are significant and must be carefully considered. Here are key points to keep in mind. 1. Respect for diversity. The goal is not to correct or normalize individuals, but to provide tools that enhance accessibility and inclusion while respecting neurodiversity. 2. Nothing about us without us. Following the principle developed in disability studies, it's crucial to involve individuals with disabilities in the development process of AI applications. This ensures that the tools truly meet their needs and preferences. 3. Empowerment over dependency. Instead of developing products for them, we should focus on teaching individuals with disabilities how to use these AI tools. This approach promotes autonomy and allows them to adapt the technology to their specific needs. 4. Privacy and data protection. Given the sensitive nature of the data involved, robust safeguards must be in place to protect users' privacy and prevent misuse of information. 5. Transparency and explainability. AI systems should be transparent in their functioning, allowing users, educators, and caregivers to understand how decisions or suggestions are made. 6. Continual evaluation. Regular assessment of the impact of these AI tools is necessary to ensure they're achieving their intended goals without unintended negative consequences. 7. Equitable access. Efforts must be made to ensure that these AI tools are accessible to all who need them, regardless of socioeconomic status. Moving forward, it's essential to develop protocols for AI application development that inherently involve end users throughout the process. This collaborative approach will help ensure that AI truly serves as a tool for empowerment and inclusion in special education. By addressing these ethical considerations and involving individuals with disabilities in the development process, we can harness the potential of AI to create more inclusive educational environments while respecting the autonomy and diversity of all learners.
So, thank you very much. Grazie mille. Toda raba. The idea I present in this presentation stems from a collaborative effort with experts in disability studies, psychology, philosophy, and data science. Thank you so much.